That was the most insane week of my life.
Gorgeous.
Indonesia is so much more than just Bali. It's incredible. Been on my bucket list and my vision board for years. Oh shit! What's up guys, it's Kira, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's vlog. So I got back from the US a couple of weeks ago and honestly just had some much needed time to recover, catch up on editing. I did also pick up a couple of locum shifts, which was a complete shock to the system. But now here we are back for solo summer round 2 and I could not be more excited. I've got 5 weeks in Indonesia, which is honestly a bucket list trip for me, something I've always wanted to do, and I'm finally doing it, and I'm doing it solo. So I arrived in Bali yesterday, stayed in Kuta Beach overnight purely because it's close to the airport, and then this afternoon I will be flying over to Java. Obviously Indonesia is so much more than just Bali and I've only ever been to just Bali, so I'm excited to just explore more and see what it has to offer. Kalau kamu yang terhafal. 6 p.m. I just arrived at my hotel in Yogyakarta. Forgive me if I'm absolutely butchering that name. My hotel is lovely. It's got a stunning pool in this courtyard and honestly I'm kind of tempted to just go take a dip and then order some food in because I am absolutely exhausted. I'm pretty sure this hotel has a little restaurant, so I might just ask what they can do gluten-free so that I literally don't have to leave the building. Being gluten-free is something that I am a little bit worried about now that I'm in Java, because Bali was so easy to find gluten-free food, no issues at all, but now when I'm doing more research it's a little bit more difficult I think here. Obviously traditional Indonesian food uses a lot of soy sauce, so it's not really like I can fall back on that either. I'm probably completely overthinking it and everything will end up working out just fine, but I guess it comes with the territory of being a celiac. Anyway, that's enough yapping. I am actually going to go for a dip and then try and get some food, so I will just catch up with you tomorrow. We have some stir-fried veggies and tofu, which they've assured me is gluten-free, and then I just figured I would get some french fries for good measure because I haven't actually eaten since 8 o'clock this morning. Good morning guys, happy Friday. How is it already Friday yet? I actually can't believe that. So today is going to be more of a local Yogyakarta day, a bit of shopping. I think I'm going to go see a temple, I think it is, and then tonight I've booked to see a show. Supposedly one of the best things to do here is go see this ballet at one of the most famous temples, but I didn't realize that it was going to sell out quite so far in advance, so I am going to a sort of similar thing, but I think it's on a little bit of a smaller scale, which I don't really mind. I think it's a similar vibe and it's in the same location. I'm just happy to be going to experience that, and that's tonight at 7:30. I've only got 3 full days here including today, so tomorrow is going to be a big temple day, which I'm really excited for, and then Sunday I think I'm gonna book an excursion, so I'm just gonna finish up getting ready and then we will head out. Okay, quick change of clothes because I'm pretty sure the temple that I'm going to today doesn't actually let anyone in if they've got shorts on, so I think I'm finally ready to go.
It's 3 p.m. I have to be back at my hotel by 6 to get to the show on time, so I'm gonna spend the next couple of hours just shopping. Honestly, I've just come to a traditional market, and then I think I'm going to walk down the main kind of touristy road. I think it's Malioboro Street, something like that, and then grab some dinner and head off to my shopping. I've come back to the same place for dinner because there doesn't seem to be much around here that's gluten-free. Okay, it's 6 p.m. I just got back to the hotel, quickly showered because it is so hot outside, and I figured I would do a quick haul of everything that I bought today before I head off to my show. So I got a couple of these handmade dream catchers because I just thought they were so cute. So I got one for each of my nieces. I actually used to collect dream catchers when I was younger, so I just figured that would be a nice little gift for them. Next up, I got 3 of these handmade pouches because honestly, I will always find a use for these. I find them so helpful to just compartmentalize a big bag and have different things in each one. I got 2 of the navy checkered one for myself, one for Harry, and then I just got a black and white one as well because I thought that was cute. And then the last thing I bought, once my mum sees this, she's actually going to tell me off because she's going to say I don't need any more bags. I did buy a new bag. The reason I actually went shopping today was to find a bag because I only have my Uniqlo one with me, and I just wanted something cute but a little bit bigger, and I found exactly that. I love that this is handmade, it's crocheted, it's a great size, and the way the strap works you can actually make it into a crossbody as well, but I just think it's so cute, and it's something that I will actually wear when I'm not traveling because it's black. I think it's very easy for me in particular to get caught out with the tourist traps and the stuff that's really cute looking here, but then when you get back to the UK you're like, when am I actually ever going to use that? So I feel like I stayed sensible, and now it is time to order my grab to go to the show. I'm actually really excited. I have no idea what's in store for me, but it looks really cool, so let's go. Absolutely stunning.
The story begins with the loss of Prabu Damarmoyo, father of Pandu.
There's actually like 5 temples within this complex, and I've only just seen the first one, which was a stunner, so I'm gonna go see the rest now. morning guys, happy Sunday. Yesterday was honestly the best day that I think I've had so far. I've only been here for 3 days, but it was such a fun day. The temples were just on another level, absolutely stunning. I'm really glad that I hired a driver for the day. It cost me like £30. He was really nice, we got on really well, and every temple that we went to, he like took me all the way in, told me where to go, what to do, and then where to meet him at the end, and he was just so sweet, and it was the best day. Right now it's 7:30. Today we're gonna go do some caves, and I am running a little bit late. They're gonna be picking me up at 7:35, so I kind of have to go. But the first one we're going to is John Blanc Cave, which is, I think, very popular because there's actually no way in without being harnessed up and lowered by ropes into the cave. Apparently it's really cool, I'm really excited. And then we're doing, I think, Pindle Cave, where we can go on these floaties down this river, and it just looks really fun. I'm excited to actually meet people. It's a group activity. I booked through Get Your Guide. This will be the first time I'm actually socialising with anybody, which will be nice because it's been a few days of just me on my lonesome, so I'm really excited. But it's now 7:34 and I gotta go. Outfit of the day is this cute brown set from New Look, and then I've got to change of clothes in my bag just in case I get super wet, which I'm kind of assuming that I will. Good morning guys, happy Monday. I've actually loved it here, but I am already feeling pretty tired, and it's only like day 5 of my trip because I was in the US and then I went home for a couple of weeks and now I'm here. I was like 6 hours behind the UK time, and then I went back to UK time, and now I'm 6 hours ahead of UK time. My body just feels so messed up, so I'm kind of working on getting into a good sleep schedule, but that is about to be ruined because I'm heading to Malang today, and from there I start the infamous East Java tour, which I'm like half nervous about and half excited because it's a 3-day 2-night basically excursion. You go to see this big famous waterfall which looks stunning, and then the other 2 days you spend hiking Mount Bromo and also Mount Ijen at sunrise, which is famous for its blue lava, and both of those hikes start at like 11 p.m. or midnight, something like that, so you don't really get a lot of sleep. So all that hard work I've done to actually get into a good sleep routine is going to be out the window, but it's going to be an amazing experience. Been on my bucket list and my vision board for years, and I think it's going to be so cool, and also a really good way to meet people. Speaking of, yesterday was kind of my first opportunity to really meet people and make friends, and it was so fun. There were 4 of us in total. We all just got on so well, which is really nice. There is really no other experience like traveling and meeting people to just make friends so easily. Like, you meet and almost instantly you're so close. There's no way to really describe it and to explain it. I've made so many friends over the years from traveling, and it's just a really interesting thing to go through because you're all sort of like sharing this experience together. You're alone, but you're doing the same thing. You meet a lot of people that are doing the same route as you. Like, one of the guys I met yesterday is also going to Malang today. It's just like a really fun, interesting thing, and that's something I love about traveling, but specifically in Southeast Asia. Like, that didn't really happen in the US.
stress. But anyway, like I said, today I'm heading to Milan and I'm taking the train because supposedly it's a really picturesque journey, but it is about 6 hours. So I've just gone out to grab some snacks. Firstly, I just got a couple of bags of crisps. These are like a spicy one, sour cream and onion. And then I did pick myself up a fresh salad. Got myself a little Snickers as a sweet treat. And then my kind of breakfast, I guess, I got this smoothie. I forget what was in it. It's like blueberry, yogurt, some other fruits. It looked really good. And then lastly, I got myself a fresh juice. This is watermelon, apple, guava, lemon, beets, and dragon fruit. I'm hoping it's actually going to be a very productive editing journey because I am so behind. For now, I better head off because it's 9:43. I need to order my grab and go. Arrived at my hostel for the night. I actually found this on TikTok. It's really popular and well known for organising an amazing East Java tour, so I set off for that tomorrow morning at 7. But I can't lie, I'm sure that I booked a dorm room, but now that I'm thinking about it, maybe when I was booking all this stuff I was just not in a sociable mood because I have a private room and it's actually lovely. Got a nice double bed that looks really comfy, and they've also given me a couple of towels, which I do really appreciate. And then over here I've just put all my stuff, but I do have a little desk area. Anyway, it is currently 5:50, so I think I'm actually going to go out, grab some dinner and try and get myself an early night because I have so many early starts for the next 3 days and I'm actually getting really excited about it. weeks later, but I feel like I needed that time to process Java because that was the most insane week in my life. The East Java tour was actually something I was a little bit nervous about just because I'm not the fittest gal in the world and I don't really like hiking, but I did it for the plot. It was so worth it. So day one, we went to see that insane waterfall, and honestly I feel like seeing it from above didn't do it justice. The hike down was fairly hard because it was just like steep steps. You're basically rock climbing for half of it, and then you're walking through rivers, so you get absolutely soaked, but once you get to the bottom you just see how unbelievably huge it is. You're just surrounded by waterfall and it was so amazing. We also did a little bit of caving during that trip. At one point we went into a cave where they said the water was up to your neck, but I'm obviously shorter than the average person, so I couldn't even stand in there. I just had to swim through. It was so fun being in a group of people that were basically yes men, like everybody said yes to everything. It was just a massive adventure and a great start to the East Java tour. Day two was the one I was definitely looking forward to the most. I'd seen the most on social media about the sunrise over Mount Bromo. Honestly, it's something I will probably never get over. It was the best sunrise I have ever seen. And then actually hiking the crater afterwards was just so cool. And that hike wasn't bad at all. It was like 30 minutes, fairly steep uphill. I think the worst part was actually just you're surrounded by sand and dust, so it was kind of difficult to breathe, but such a cool experience. And then honestly day three was the one I was most nervous about because I knew the Mount Agen hike was going to be hard, and also our day started at 11 p.m. We had dinner at 5 p.m, bed by 6. I managed to get probably like 5 hours of sleep, to be fair, and then woke up at 11 to drive over to Mount Agen. Got there for about 1 a.m, started the hike. That was probably the hardest hike I've ever done. I kid you not when I say that the elevation was literally like this the whole time. It was so difficult, and because it was volcanic ash, sandy, it was very slippery, so even on the way back down it was just as hard. I think I fell over like 6 or 7 times. And also once you actually got to the top, there wasn't really a reprieve because then you had to put the gas masks on because the toxic fumes were just so much. Everybody was starting to feel ill, and it got so much worse because then we went down the crater, which was just like clambering down rocks. Saw the blue flames, which was so cool. But as I say, because of the fumes, everybody was feeling so unwell. I felt so dizzy and lightheaded and nauseous. I know some people threw up. Like, it was intense. So we went about halfway down the crater, and then half the group carried on all the way down, and I went with the other half back up the crater because it was so intense. And again, that was pretty difficult to get back up. We're still in the pitch black. When you're going through the intense foggy fumes, you literally can't see your light in front of you either. So it was really difficult a walk, but we went back up the crater, sat at the rim, watched the sunrise over the lake, which was absolutely stunning. I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I didn't let my fear of hiking get in the way. It was the best start to this Indonesia trip, but I'm gonna end off this video here. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.